General knowledge for the longer memory. 100% gold comes up after the latest top stories with Juliet.
It's just gone 2 o'clock. I'm Juliet Bremner. The Princess of Wales Memorial Committee has finally unveiled its plans to commemorate the life of Diana. The proposals include a £5 coin, nursing teams for children, a Diana Medal for young achievers and a memorial garden at Kensington Palace. The committee's chairman says their work isn't over.
We will also continue to meet to make sure that the administration of the proposals and decisions that we put forward are done in such a way that will satisfy both the need for a dignified memorial to Diana, Princess of Wales, and for the simplicity that she would have wanted to see in everything that is done.
The stepfather of Billie Jo Jenkins faces more court questions this afternoon about her death. Sean Jenkins says he panicked and froze after finding her battered body at the family home. He said he hadn't phoned for an ambulance immediately because he wanted to comfort his 2 other daughters. He denies murder. 3 German football hooligans have been jailed for a year and 2 others look likely to be charged following last weekend's rioting in Lens. 1 French policeman remains in a coma and has irreversible brain damage after being attacked by the men. And time for us to take a look at the weather. It'll be a mixture of sunshine and showers, with rain spreading eastwards during the day. Brighter weather will follow behind. Top temperature 24 degrees. We're back again just after 3:30.
Have you seen him? Is he threatening you? Look at me. Answer me.
Bella Mafia concludes tonight at 8 on 5.
Now on 5, 100% gold.
Welcome to 100% Gold. On the last edition, our champion elected to return to play his 13th game. So, number 1, what is your name?
Hello, I'm Stanley Prince from Hove in East Sussex.
Number 2, what is your name?
Hello, I'm Rita Lewis from St Catherine's Dock in London.
And number 3, what is your name?
Hello, I'm Mike Alps from Neon Sea in Essex.
I'll ask 100 questions which you should answer by pressing the appropriate button in front of you. At the end of the game, whoever has scored the closest to 100% will be the champion. Good luck to you all. Today's competition begins now. Question 1. In which month does the Festival of Epiphany take place? A. January, B. February, or C. April? The answer is A. January. Question 2. Who had a hit in 1954 with Gilly Gilly Ossenpfeffer Katzenellen Bogan by the Sea? A. Val Doonican, B. Max Bygraves, or C. Des O'Connor? It was B. Max Bygraves. Question 3. In what event did Britain Jeanette Altweg win an Olympic gold medal in 1952? A. Ice skating, B. 3-day eventing, or C. cross-country skiing? It was A. Ice skating. Question 4. Used as a flavouring for soups, from what is miso paste usually made? A. Seaweed, B. Soya beans, or C. Fish roe? It's B. Soya beans. Question 5. A dew claw is a functionless thumb-like claw on the legs of some mammals. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 6. Boston, romaine and Bibb are varieties of which salad vegetable? A. Cucumber, B. Radish, or C. Lettuce? It's C. Lettuce. Question 7. Which Rags to Riches TV series starred Kathleen Harrison? A. Mrs. Wednesday, B. Mrs. Thursday, or C. Mrs. Friday? It was B. Mrs. Thursday. Question 8. Which of the following was the name of a group of English political radicals of the mid-1600s? A. The Smoothers, B. The Levellers, or C. The Eveners? It was B. The Levellers. Question 9. Which actor wrote the autobiographical volume Bring on the Empty Horses? A. Errol Flynn, B. Cary Grant, or C. David Niven? It was C. David Niven. Question 10. The Liberty Bell, broken after arriving in America, was recast in Philadelphia. Is that true or false? It's true. After 10 questions, the percentage of correct answers given so far is as follows. Mike has 60%, Stanley has 90%, and Rita has 90%. Question 11. In a car engine, what is distributed by the distributor? A. Oil, B. Electricity, or C. Petrol? It's B. Electricity. Question 12. Which novelist created the fictional character Maggie Tulliver? A. Thomas Hardy, B. George Eliot, or C. Henry Fielding? It was B. George Eliot. Question 13. Which African country was formerly known as the French territory of the Afars and Isars? A. Djibouti, B. Benin, or C. Burkina Faso? It was A. Djibouti. Question 14. Which boxer, replying to an accusation, said, "Sure, the fight was fixed. I fixed it with my right hand"? A. Joe Frazier, B. Rocky Marciano, or C. George Foreman? It was C. George Foreman. Question 15. The Saudi Arabian port of Jeddah lies on the Persian Gulf. Is that true or false? It's false. It lies on the Red Sea. Question 16. For what medical purpose might preparations of aluminium hydroxide or magnesium carbonate be taken? A. Antacid, B. Analgesic, or C. Diuretic? It's A. Antacid. Question 17. Chancellor of the Exchequer in the 1950s, what was the second name of R.A. Butler? A. Arthur, B. Arnold, or C. Austin? It was C. Austin. Question 18. What was the subtitle of Chic's 1977 pop hit Dance, Dance, Dance? A. Boogie, 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 B. Yowsa, 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 or C. Funky, Funky, Funky? It was B. Yowsa, Yowsa, Yowsa. Question 19. In ancient Rome, which ruler's death in AD 68 led to the year of the four emperors? A. Vespasian, B. Tiberius, or C. Nero? It was C. Nero. Question 20. Known for his role in the Falcon series, actor Tom Conway was the brother of George Saunders. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 21. Who wrote the novels Almayer's Folly and Nostromo? A. H. Rider Haggard, B. E. M. Forster, or C. Joseph Conrad? It was C. Joseph Conrad. Question 22. Whom did Giscard d'Estaing succeed as French president? A. Charles de Gaulle, B. Georges Pompidou, or C. François Mitterrand? It was B. Georges Pompidou. Question 23. Which part was played by Marlon Brando in the 1953 film Julius Caesar? A. Julius Caesar, B. Brutus, or C. Mark Antony? It was C. Mark Antony. Question 24. Used in Orthodox churches and mosques, what is a sementron? A. An eternal flame, B. A bell, or C. An incense ball? It's B. A bell. Question 25. The Erie Canal in Canada connects Lake Erie to the St. Lawrence River. Is that true or false? It's false. Question 26. Which of the following groups of Scottish islands lies the furthest north? A. Outer Hebrides, B. Orkney Islands, or C. Shetland Islands? It's C. Shetland Islands. Question 27. In Bizet's tragic opera Carmen, what is the name of the matador? A. Don Jose, B. Escamillo, or C. Remandad? It's B. Escamillo. Question 28. Geologically, a caldera is usually associated with what other feature? A. Glacier, B. Volcano, or C. Waterfall? It's B. Volcano. Question 29. Which of the following cricket fielding positions is usually nearest the boundary? A. Extra cover, B. Backward point, or C. Third man? It's C. Third man. Question 30. The bulldog bat specializes in catching fish for food. Is that true or false? It's true. And after 30 questions, the scores are as follows. Mike has 47%, Rita has 67%, and Stanley has 77%. Question 31. Prime Minister Herbert Asquith was the leader of which political party? A. Conservative, B. Liberal, or C. Labour? It's B. Liberal. Question 32. Which fictional football team was the subject of the TV drama United? A. Manningham FC, B. Castlebridge FC, or C. Brentwich FC? It was C. Brentwich FC. Question 33. In the revival of which architectural style was A.W. Pugin a leading figure? A. Gothic, B. Classical, or C. Palladian? It was A. Gothic. Question 34. Which playwright wrote the modern comedy The Real Inspector Hound? A. Alan Ayckbourn, B. Michael Frayn, or C. Tom Stoppard? It was C. Tom Stoppard. Question 35. The river Indus forms part of the border between India and Pakistan. Is that true or false? It's false. Question 36. What did Johannes Gutenberg improve in the mid-1400s? A. Printing methods, B. Cannon making, or C. Ship design? It was A. Printing methods. Question 37. In which African country is the city of Bulawayo? A. Zambia, B. Kenya, or C. Zimbabwe? It's C. Zimbabwe. Question 38. Of which constellation is Spica the brightest star? A. Orion, B. Virgo, or C. Leo? It's B. Virgo. Question 39. The historic kingdom of Bornu was located in the south of which region? A. Central America, B. North Africa, or C. Mesopotamia? It's B. North Africa. Question 40. The musical Phantom of the Opera was first staged in New York. Is that true or false? It's false. It was first staged in London. Question 41. In which English county is the seaside town of Christchurch? A. Dorset, B. Devon, or C. Cornwall? It's A. Dorset. Question 42. In cookery, what name is given to the heart, liver, lungs and spleen of an animal? A. Melts, B. Pluck, or C. Giblets? It's B. Pluck. Question 43. In Southeast Asia, what is a joget? A. A roadside shrine, B. A heavy curved sword, or C. A Malay dance? It's C. A Malay dance. Question 44. The sacrificial laws, the purity laws and the holiness laws are parts of which book of the Old Testament? A. Judges, B. Numbers, or C. Leviticus? It's C. Leviticus. Question 45. No Scottish football club has ever won the UEFA Cup. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 46. By what special name was General Franco known as head of the Spanish state? A. El Caudillo, B. El Duce, or C. El Jefecito? It was A. El Caudillo. Question 47. In the late 60s, who had hits with She'd Rather Be With Me and Eleanor? A. The Turtles, B. The Terrapins, or C. The Tortoises? It was A. The Turtles. Question 48. Joseph Bramah made a major contribution to the machine tool industry as the result of which invention? A. Electric lathe, B. Safety lock, or C. Drill press? It was B. Safety lock. Question 49. Where was Britain's first nuclear power station opened in 1956? A. Calder Hall, B. Dounreay, or C. Dungeness? It was A. Calder Hall. Question 50. On finding that she had dandruff, Catherine the Great of Russia imprisoned her hairdresser. Is that true or false? It's true. Halfway through and the scores are as follows. Mike has 44%, Rita has 60%, and Stanley has 76%. Join us after the break for the second half of today's game.
You'd think your dishwasher was clean, but limescale and grease collect where you can't reach. Finish Dishwasher Cleaner cleans the places you can't. Its dual action removes the grease and limescale. And a cleaner dishwasher means cleaner dishes. Finish Dishwasher Cleaner, our ultimate finish. For a voucher worth £1 off your next purchase, call free phone 0800 77 90 20.
New pourable dressings from Hellmann's. The only way to dress. A salad.
I wish I was a lettuce.
This film is based on a real event that could have had costly repercussions.
Careful, Alex!
When your pet's injured or sick, you often end up facing large vet bills and having to find the money somehow. But there is an alternative. Luckily, this family was covered by Petplan, the UK's leading animal insurance specialists. For less than a price of a daily paper, Petplan covers your dog or cat against the cost of treatment for accident and illness. And with 1 in 3 pets needing treatment every year, we believe it's a small price to pay. Fortunately, their claim was paid by Petplan and in 8 days. For details of how Petplan can help you, call us now on 0800 020 030. Petplan. Insurance for your pet, reassurance for you. That's 0800 020 030.
You know, sometimes I wonder what's going on in there. Take the other day.
Dad, I need some new trainers.
Oh, well done, son. Go and tell your mum.
It's at times like this, I think, great. I just reach for the book and get everything they want while I spread the cost. So, if you've got one of these, get one of these. Call 0500 113 113 now for your free catalogue, and you'll even get 20% off your first order.
Why would you want to pay up to twice what you need for international calls, when we can save you money without even touching your phone? So think first. First Telecom. Call 0800 458 1111.
Welcome back to 100% Gold. We're halfway through and the scores are as follows. Mike has 44%, Rita has 60%, and Stanley has 76%. From now on, I'll give updates of the scores, but without revealing who has scored what. The game continues with question 51. Who was leader of the opposition during James Callaghan's premiership? A. Edward Heath, B. Alec Douglas Hume, or C. Margaret Thatcher? It was C. Margaret Thatcher. Question 52. In which of Dennis Potter's televised dramas did Ewan McGregor play drums in a rock and roll band? A. Pennies from Heaven, B. Lipstick on Your Collar, or C. The Singing Detective? It was B. Lipstick on Your Collar. Question 53. What is a tussy-mussy? A. A small bunch of flowers, B. A boisterous foal, or C. A sharp-tongued wife? It's A. A small bunch of flowers. Question 54. Who was the first European to win the world heavyweight boxing title in the 20th century? A. Ingmar Johansson, B. Primo Carnera, or C. Max Schmeling? It was C. Max Schmeling. Question 55. Used especially for furnishing, Holland is a coarse linen cloth. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 56. Who played the part of Private Schultz in the TV programme of the same name? A. Charles Warren, B. Bob Hoskins, or C. Michael Elphick? It was C. Michael Elphick. Question 57. In popular myth, one way of catching a bird is by putting what on its tail? A. Salt, B. Pepper, or C. Mustard? It's A. Salt. Question 58. In local legend, the people of which island are descendants of the Greek warrior Agamemnon? A. Limnos, B. Rhodes, or C. Lesbos? It's C. Lesbos. Question 59. What is the technical term for the ornamented underside of a flight of stairs? A. Soffit, B. Boffet, or C. Moffat? It's A. Soffit. Question 60. Songs competing in the Eurovision Song Contest have been sung in Breton, Catalan, Gaelic and Romansh. Is that true or false? It's false, not in Catalan. And after 60 questions, the scores are as follows. One of you has 45%, one of you has 60%, and one of you has 72%. Question 61. What ology is the science of time measurement? A. Horology, B. Chronology, or C. Typology? It's A. Horology. Question 62. The 1513 engraving, The Knight, Death and the Devil, is the work of which artist? A. Mantegna, B. Brunelleschi, or C. Dürer? It's C. Dürer. Question 63. Which mineral-rich province of the Congo tried to secede in the 1960s? A. Katanga, B. Biafra, or C. Kibanji? It was A. Katanga. Question 64. Which astronomical observatory is sited on top of Mount Hamilton in California? A. Lock Observatory, B. Lick Observatory, or C. Luck Observatory? It's B. Lick Observatory. Question 65. The Septuagint was the first known Latin translation of the Hebrew Old Testament. Is that true or false? It's false. It was the first Greek translation. Question 66. Which of the following sports uses the largest ball? A. Golf, B. Table tennis, or C. Squash? It's A. Golf. Question 67. In which former imperial capital is the Palace of Schönbrunn found? A. St. Petersburg, B. Berlin, or C. Vienna? It's C. Vienna. Question 68. What type of fruit is a natchi? A. Mango, B. Tangerine, or C. Cherry? It's B. Tangerine. Question 69. Which island was discovered by English navigator Martin Frobisher in the 1570s? A. Madagascar, B. Baffin Island, or C. Ceylon? It was B. Baffin Island. Question 70. All passenger jet airliners have their main fuel tanks located inside the wings. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 71. What was the name of acting teacher Lee Strasberg's famous American theatre workshop? A. The Actors Studio, B. The Dramatic Arts Guild, or C. The New Theatre? It was A. The Actors Studio. Question 72. Made in Northern Europe, of what beverage is lambic a style? A. Cider, B. Beer, or C. Schnapps? It's B. Beer. Question 73. Which Asian city is sometimes called the Forbidden City? A. Kathmandu, B. Lhasa, or C. Ulaanbaatar? It's B. Lhasa. Question 74. The choral work Mass in D, also called Missa Solemnis, was written by whom? A. Handel, B. Mozart, or C. Beethoven? It was C. Beethoven. Question 75. The national flags of Austria, Poland and Indonesia have only the colours red and white. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 76. Which of the following was a hit for Michael Jackson without the Jackson 5? A. I Want You Back, B. ABC, or C. Rockin' Robin? It was C. Rockin' Robin. Question 77. In what part of Britain were Bedlington Terriers first bred? A. Derbyshire, B. Northumberland, or C. Lancashire? It was B. Northumberland. Question 78. Of whom did Paul Theroux say they have perfected good manners and made them indistinguishable from rudeness? A. Germans, B. Japanese, or C. English? It was B. Japanese. Question 79. Which of the following countries is sometimes called the Switzerland of Southern Africa? A. Lesotho, B. Namibia, or C. Swaziland? It's A. Lesotho. Question 80. The crew cut took its name from the haircuts worn by the boat crews of Harvard and Yale universities. Is that true or false? It's true. As we move into the final section of the game, the scores are as follows. One of you has 45%, one of you has 60%, and one of you has 71%. The last section of the game begins with question 81. What was the name of P.C. Nick Rowan's first wife in the TV drama Heartbeat? A. Lucy, B. Kate, or C. Pippa? It was B. Kate. Question 82. Which church festival falls on February the 2nd each year? A. Michaelmas, B. Candlemas, or C. Martinmas? It's B. Candlemas. Question 83. Used by salmon fishermen, what is a salmon cobble? A. A boat, B. A net, or C. A bait? It's A. A boat. Question 84. In what country did the battle at Vinegar Hill take place in 1798? A. Canada, B. United States, or C. Ireland? It's C. Ireland. Question 85. The Danish city of Aarhus is on the island of Odense. Is that true or false? It's false. It's on the Jutland Peninsula. Question 86. Heralding the Great Depression, in what year did the Wall Street crash occur? A. 1928, B. 1929, or C. 1931? It was B. 1929. Question 87. Medically, what affliction is also known as a decubitus ulcer? A. Bedsore, B. Mouth ulcer, or C. Blister? It's A. Bedsore. Question 88. Found in tropical rainforests, what type of vegetation are lianas? A. Ferns, B. Trees, or C. Vines? They're C. Vines. Question 89. Which county recorded the highest percentage of Welsh speakers in the 1991 census? A. Powys, B. Dyfed, or C. Gwynedd? It's C. Gwynedd. Question 90. The poet and dramatist T.S. Eliot worked in Lloyd's Bank for 8 years. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 91. Which meat is known in French cooking as agneau? A. Veal, B. Pork, or C. Lamb? It's C. Lamb. Question 92. The word intaglio is mainly used in connection with which activity? A. Ballet, B. Cookery, or C. Printing? It's C. Printing. Question 93. What were the first names of author C.S. Lewis? A. Clive Staples, B. Colin Stamford, or C. Charles Stockton? It's A. Clive Staples. Question 94. In which trade was Sir Joseph Devine a famous name in the 19th century? A. Tea dealing, B. Art dealing, or C. Arms dealing? It was B. Art dealing. Question 95. The currency of Syria is the Syrian pound. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 96. Which Shakespeare play features the character of Graziano? A. Othello, B. Two Gentlemen of Verona, or C. The Merchant of Venice? It's C. The Merchant of Venice. Question 97. Who was the first British male to win the London Marathon? A. Charlie Spedding, B. Hugh Jones, or C. Steve Jones? It was B. Hugh Jones. Question 98. Which Roman general defeated Hannibal at the Battle of Zama? A. Scipio, B. Marius, or C. Crassus? It was A. Scipio. Question 99. To which of an object's attributes does the word spicitude refer? A. Its weight, B. Its height, or C. Its density? It's C. Its density. And question 100. Yorkshireman Percy Shaw, inventor of the cat's eye, also patented the first pinball machine. Is that true or false? It's false. It was invented in the US, and at the end of today's game, one of you has 46%, one of you has 55%, and one of you has 74%. Rita and Mike, I'm afraid your scores weren't quite high enough, but thank you both for taking part. Stanley, congratulations. You're today's champion and have won £100. Will you return next time to play against your new contestants?
I'd love to, thank you.
Thanks for taking part. We'll see you on the next edition of 100% Gold. Until then, goodbye.
That Stanley does it again then, and don't forget the regular edition of 100% as usual at 6 o'clock this evening on 5.
Man's needs can sometimes be bigger than his common sense.
The fulfillment of Mary Gray at the earlier time of 8, Monday on 5.
We're counting down to a chat with Richard Whiteley in Gloria's Open House coming up next.
0800 123 300. Now repeat that. Just listen, repeat, and understand. That's how easy it is to start speaking a new language with Linguaphone in as little as 12 weeks. Call free for a 14-day home trial and start speaking any of 30 languages at your own pace. Phone 0800 123 300 today for your own 14-day no-risk trial. Or ask about our free information pack. We're waiting for your call.